Hey guys, it's Caleb. I was hanging out here at the house tonight, got caught up on some sleep, got caught up on some homework. This cold snap's had me out doing shelter stuff at the van, so enjoying the fact that temperatures are now above our triggers, so I can stay home, have a nice glass of wine. So I was sitting around and I was reading the new DC previews, trying to figure out what I wanted to get and look at my pull list and this, that, and the other. I thought, hey, why not make a video, talk to you guys about it. You know, talk about what we're going to get. So this is weird because previews, the DC catalog came out by itself this week. I have no idea why. Diamond didn't ship the Marvel. They didn't ship the main book. They didn't ship the Image. At least that I'm aware of. I didn't get it. I don't know. Who can say? But let's look at previews. Why not? We're hanging out, having fun. It's all good. So first things first, Heroes in Crisis number 7. This series is kicking ass. I love this book. Clay Mann is a beast. If you look at our Instagram page, we're posting pictures of what he's doing. It's insane, man. He's just killing it. So there's no real reason to laud that any more than we already have because we talk about it on the show all the time, which you should listen to. Why not? It's fun. But I do want to talk about this because it's a thing I'm not reading. Teen Titans, and I'm not a Teen Titans guy, but this is going to have Deathstroke in it, and it's being written in part, at least, by Christopher Priest, who I generally love. Wrote the quintessential Black Panther series to me. I didn't care for his Justice League that much. It was alright. It wasn't great. But I've heard him write Deathstroke before, and it's amazing. So I'm going to pick that up and see what he's got going on. Next, I want to point this out. It's a new graphic novel from DC. Called 6 Days, The Incredible True Story of D-Day's Lost Chapter. It's being done by Robert Venditti and Kevin Maurer. Andrea Moody is doing the art. It's a graphic novel, loosely based on real events, to celebrate the anniversary of the invasion of Normandy, what we call D-Day. Check it out. It could be cool. Those old war stories have a long legacy in comics, so I'm curious to see what they do with it. I might check it out. So a series that I am on that I'm really enjoying that I think you guys would too if you're reading it is The Adventures of Super Sons. See, I'm sorry for the light's doing stupid things here. This has got Damian and John, and it looks like they're meeting Jonah Hex. So I'm really, really pumped about that. Scott Godlewski, or at Scotty God on Instagram and Twitter's is doing it. It's a fun time. Of course, Batman. Tom King is right in the middle of his run. This is soliciting number 68 and 69. And interesting thing, Amanda Connor is doing the art on that. So I'm excited about that. I'm on it. I've read all of his run. I think he's doing a genius thing. Sorry, still getting over that thing. The last few issues have been different. I don't dislike them. They're just, I'm ready for an uptick in the story. But we're gonna see what they do. Amanda Connor. So you can't. How can you turn down Amanda Connor? You can't. I mean, you really can't. So you should probably throw that on your pull list. Let's see more stuff. Detective Comics is fixing to hit 1,000, guys. Like that's this series. I jumped off of it when not Freddie Williams. Shit. Anyway, previous writer. James Tynion the fourth was writing it. I jumped off of it when he was done. Immediately, I missed an arc and jumped right back on because he's just killing it, doing a great job. Peter J. Tomasi took it over, and I'll follow that dude anywhere. He's phenomenal. Brad Walker and Andrew Hennessy are doing the art on that. Another series that I know Jerry is really excited about, Dial H for Hero, coming out. Sam Humphries and Joe Quinones. It's not something I'm familiar with. He is excited though. And Jerry's got a pretty good eye for those things. So, I trust him. I'm going to definitely check it out. See what he's got going on. Let's see. Freedom Fighters. I love this book. Taking place on Earth X. It's alternate universe. You don't have to know anything about DC continuity. So if you're not a DC person and you're like, well, I don't know what's happening and Heroes in Crisis and there was a metal thing and whatever, blah, blah. Get that book, dude. It's so cool. So cool. Eddie Burrows is killing the art, man. It's ridiculous. Another book that I'm not reading that I'm going to dip in, at least for this issue, which should make Jerry and Craig happy, Green Lanterns, number 6, Grant Morrison and Liam Sharp. The reason I give a shit about this, when I don't give a shit about the other things, is because Adam Strange is in it. I think Adam Strange is one of the best DC characters as far as the sub-level of DC characters go. I love it when I see him come up. Makes me incredibly happy. Hawkman, another Venditti book that he's doing. That was my favorite DC book of 2018. So, grab it. He's doing a really cool thing with Hawkman where he has basically taken the insane and uncontrollable continuity of Hawkman's history and he's tamed it, which I didn't think was possible, but here's to you, man. You did the impossible task. Because it was all over the place and you kind of wrapped it up and made it into one workable continuity. Dan Jurgens is on Nightwing still. That's fun. Maybe they're still dealing with him getting shot in the head. I don't know if they're past that yet. Red Hood Outlaw is Scott Lobdell, which I'm liking the series. Still not crazy about this new design. Pete Woods is an amazing artist. I like his art. I just don't necessarily like this new character design. I'm not crazy about it. I'm still going to read it. He's my boy. All right. This one is previewing issue 2 of Second Coming, but Second Coming is a series that I am kind of stoked about. Because it just looks funny. And apparently it's pissing off some people, so I think those people deserve to be pissed off. It's Mark Russell and Richard Pace. Richard Pace cracks me up. I love just about everything Mark Russell does. Yeah, sure, he and I are kind of the same mindset, so he's preaching to the choir a little bit, but it's fine. I wouldn't be in the choir if I didn't want to hear it, and at least sing those songs with him. He's just so good. All right, so this is something that Craig pointed out to me that I'm not reading it. I'm not gonna read it, but it's interesting. So Titans number 36. It's got Kyle Rayner. I don't know. Has Kyle Rayner been in this? I don't know that Kyle Rayner has ever been a Titan. Why is Kyle Rayner on the Titans? I don't know. It could be cool though. I can't say it's not. I'm not reading it, but Craig pointed it out and I thought it was interesting. So, anybody out here in the Southern Fried fam who knows if there's any Kyle Rayner history with the Titans, drop it on us because we are ignorant of that. And, we like to be educated on the things that we don't know. Right across the page though is the Wildstorm number 22. Warren Ellis is doing something amazing. He is, Wildstorm was his baby to begin with, and he's going back and he's like, hey, what if I took this concept and rewrote it in a different way? Which is something we don't see that often. So it's a really cool project for him to take something that he has created before, a world that he's crafted, and remold it to what he wants it to be 2 decades later. And my boys Midnighter and Apollo, spoilers, popped up last issue. And there's been some changes to those guys, which I think is awesome. And I love those guys. I've loved them for years. A lot of times when you take these characters and you mess with their legacy or their history, people lose their minds, and I'm sure they will if they figure it out. I don't care. It's a fun story. I love what they're doing with it, so I'm excited. I've been following this from the beginning. I'm kind of hooked. Let's see. Is there anything else book-wise? Young Justice. Young Justice is fun. I'm not a DC guy. I mean, I'm wearing sorry, my hair's a mess, but I'm wearing an X-Men hat. Like, you can look around my walls and stuff. I've got X-Men stuff everywhere. I've got Marvel stuff everywhere. I'm not an X-Men or not a DC guy. And my hat looks stupid. What the hell is happening? But the last few DC Bendis books I've read, guys, are a lot of fun. Naomi was great. Young Justice was great. He's doing some really cool stuff, and it's bringing me on some more books. So, a lot of people were worried when he jumped over. He's doing it. Like, I'm not reading action. I'm not reading Superman. But those are just more for, not because I don't like what I'm hearing about it. It's just because I don't have room on my pull list. Uh, although I could make money. There's some other stuff I could get off of that's not that great. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll jump on that. But he's doing a really, really cool job. So back in the book stuff. There's a few things. I collect books more than anything. I've got a few statues, art, but books more than anything. But I was flipping through the back of the book. There are some cool things. This Lee Bermejo statue with his Batman Dam design is killer. It's kick ass. $150. I mean, that's pricey. Like that's a birthday or a Christmas present, or maybe a birthday and Christmas present for most people. But it looks good, and that book is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Right across the page, you get these DC Bombshell with the ladies. I know several people who like these. I actually need to read that series. I've heard amazing things. And then again, Craig pointed this out to me. This is a Mark Silvestri Batman statue that I really want. It's $80. If you go back to the Image founders and those guys who left Marvel to do work or to create Image, I think Mark Silvestri is probably the best out of all of them. He's certainly the best draftsman. He doesn't have the fame. He doesn't have the name recognition that some of the other ones have. McFarlane, Eric Larson, Liefeld. But as far as pure talent and artistic credibility goes, I think he's the best. Just so to see this statue crafted after his work, I might have to have it. I might have to. Do I? Maybe you guys vote. Do I have to have it? I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that's the back of the book. So maybe I'll come back when I get the Marvel book in. We'll go over the Marvel book and talk about it a little bit. See what's on it. See what I like, what you guys might like. We'll do the same thing with the big book. Same thing with Image book. We should do this more often. I enjoy this. And I hope you guys enjoy it too. If you do, let us know. We have our Facebook group. It's on and popping. We're at Instagram on Instagram at SFG Podcast, Twitter at SFG Podcast. Only had one class, guys. And you can email us. We're southernfriedgeekery@gmail.com. I field most of those, and I would love to hear from you. And I would love to hear your thoughts on this and stuff that we're talking on the show, man. We have a good time. I just downloaded the Shonen Jump app, so I'm going to be talking about a little bit more manga on the show, which I'm excited about. That's been typically Jerry and Sean's realm of things, with a little bit of Craig, and I feel like I'm broadening my horizons a little bit as a reader of sequential art. So, all right, well, I'm going to finish drinking this wine. I got some comics to read. Probably should work on the homework a little bit more, and I'm going to bed, and I'm going to sleep all night long because I haven't really done that in 4 days. So, excited. Well, take care, guys. Peace out.